Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Where's that? Block 80! 66. Block 80.
They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Griffin. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. White now to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Motion, I got one.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. To throw again on second down, Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Now Joe Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be third and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go,
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of get...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the toss, Mixon.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 13's the mic. I'm coming.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Roethlisberger. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Set. 18. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Sign of block.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Now Roethlisberger. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Hey, 24.
From the 17, Watson. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion. Down the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Fancy footwork at the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, and an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st down, Mixon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. From just shy of midfield, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sammy Watkins. 60 yards, and the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
51's Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we're pretty quiet. Snickers, 66, 50.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. White 80. Choose the mic. Check. No spacing.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black 80. Easy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
No time now. Time to go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sammy Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Hold the look, hold.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice says, let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Switch. Snickers, 66. Quarter. Hey, Foxtrot. Black and good.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Will Fuller, 49 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Come on, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Jackson, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's White. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.